Then Liz, are you around?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, where are you zooming in from?
Bristol in the UK.
Oh man, I loved Bristol. I was there for the first time last fall, got to see some Banksy art, and I was stoked. Went to that little there's all these shipping containers down by the water. There's
Wapping Wharf.
oh my God. Went to this fancy restaurant there. My friend Betty
Which
and
one?
it was on the second floor and it was a Michelin star. It was a
Oh, yeah, it's in the middle. You should have gone to
yes.
Root. Root is amazing. It's like there's a local community farm. It's all seasonal. I would say it's way better than I can't remember that other place, but it is very fancy, that other place.
Your Bristol accent is very strong, I must say.
Oh, I'm originally from Florida, so
Oh,
my accent's sort of like mid-Atlantic, neither here nor there. But it's cool that you know Bristol.
yeah. Okay. So you said I'm trying out funnels and would love some feedback on this one. Okay, let's take a look here.
This is me like entering the sort of like online download world.
Yeah, yeah. You're all very brave. She can on a call like this, sharing these things. Okay, so you said 2024 rewind and reflect 15 questions guided year end journey for just 12 pounds. Discover the digital download that turns your year's experiences into actionable insights for growth, connection, momentum. Great. There's a little video. You ever feel like the year ends? It's a blur. That's 15 questions. Grand. See what you'll receive for bonuses.
I've also made like a 2025 goal planner, and that's like the bonus add-on for this one. But then I've also made a funnel for the goal planner with the 2024 reflection as the add-on. So there's sort of like two ways in.
I mean, generally this seems great. The only thing I would say is with a name like this, you're only going to be able to do it once a year, which could be
Yeah, I
fine.
know.
That could be fine. It could be like, but you might rename it something like um the sort of annual rewind and reflect because it could be like, hey, if you ever just need to hit the refresh button on your bit on your life, this
Yeah.
great way to just, wherever you're at in the year, that can be New Year's for you. You don't have to wait till the end of the year. And you could also call it this, when you come to New Year and just name it that or
Yeah, that's great.
change the image. So that's one thing. Um, and how are people finding this page? How are they going to discover it?
At the moment, I'm also dipping my toe into Meta ads a bit, and then I've shared it with. There's a lot of like everyone in Bristol is some kind of practitioner, so there's a lot of like WhatsApp groups where everybody shares their offerings. So I've posted it in there. I've got a WhatsApp group for um, mostly I do women's therapeutic yoga and yoga nidra. Shout out to the other nidra s here in the group. Um, and so I have a sort of WhatsApp group, and from that and some friends I've asked, I've also created a sort of like inner circle group to get feedback. So I'm giving them access to these things for free to get feedback on it. So I'm sort of like sending it out, like trying to send it out organically, like it's on my Instagram and stuff. But
Yeah,
then I'm like pushing the boat out with ads because I was like, I've only got a week that I can really start saying,
sure.
end of year stuff.
So, okay, for everyone, if you're looking to do meta ads, I really recommend the work of this woman, Laura Eastburn.
Okay.
That's her website, Laura. She's not cheap, but she actually does have a training that she does, and I've been working with her. We've been getting fantastic results. Highly recommend.
Okay.
The only other thing, there's so many of these out there.
I
So
know.
the initial thing that I'm doing when I'm looking at this is, would this be for me? Is this
Mm.
relevant to me? And something that I could see helping is, hey, if you're drawn to this kind of work, this kind of work, and this kind of work, if you're into these things, this will be the perfect thing for you. Like, for
Okay.
example, it could be, yeah, are you into, I don't know, anarchism and anti-racism and anti-globalization work?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That would be a whole different flavor versus are you into Deepak Chopra and conversations with God and the Celestine Prophecy and
Yeah.
Never Left the
Okay.
90s, or are you into Bayo Kamalafe and uh, Resma, Macklem, or
Yeah.
but you might give a bit of a thing right at the top. It's like, hey, if you're this kind of person and you're into these kinds of scenes or communities, or you hold these kinds of identities, this is the year-end review for you.
Okay. What was it? Scenes, communities. What was the last thing? I'm trying to frantically taking notes.
Here, well, let me just show you what this can look like. Where is it? Welcome to my Canva.
Camden. I used to live in London.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, right. So this is my ideal client webinar. This is the behind the scenes, and there are. I think this is it. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of this, all of you. So these are my favorite psychographic questions. All right, what books, authors, or podcasts do they love? What scenes or communities are they a part of or do they identify with? What causes are they passionate about? What other kinds of very specific, particular things are they into that could stand in for all the rest?
Mm.
Sometimes it's like, man, you drink raw milk? Okay. That tells me everything I need to know about you, right?
Yeah.
What nerdy topics could they talk about all day long? And where do they stand politically? And what issues would they be passionate about? All of these things can be woven into a statement like that. And I'll show you a really good example of this is I'll show you a couple. So this is my dear colleague and friend, Kalita, Showgirl Awakening. She does women's empowerment through burlesque. Incredible work. And her homepage is beautiful to read, but is it on this page? Yes, here we go. Right, so this is for those who are into typing systems and self-knowledge systems like the Enneagram, archetypes, astrology, oracles, and tarot, whose attention is rapt when they read or listen to Anne Axford, Angeles Arian, Bessel van der Kolk, Bonnie Badenoch, Carl Buchheit, Carla Camus, Caroline Casey, Charles Eisenstein, Gabor Mate, Jamie Wheel, Khalil Gibran, Marion Woodman, Sarah Bateman, and who have a well-worn copy of Women Who Run.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is as I'm going through that, you might be just kind of bored out of you, like, there's nothing here. But then you hear one name. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
you're into that person. And then on mine, but so this can be used even in an offer like this. You could just like, hey,
I did this. I actually changed the header for my website based off of the thing because I'm in the starter kit, going through the starter kit.
great,
So I changed the header and I've got this like this is for I changed that actually on my website. So I guess
fantastic.
I just I didn't translate it into the funnel, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah, I'm just thinking because the offer is generic enough,
yeah.
there's a lot of them out there. If there's a big supply, then we've got to clarify, but this is on my website. So there, again, it's just a list of names, but I've absolutely had people say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I saw this one name and I knew you were my people."
Yeah. Super handy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.